Turn the phone off by now.
Oh, here we are. We're live.
Okay.
Okay, real kindness. I think we may have been live for about 10 seconds here now, Frank. Real kindness and everyone who cares about kindness. This is the person who is the epitome of kindness. Frank Wishman Shankwitz is the founder of the Make-A-Wish Foundation. You may have seen his movie out this last summer, Wishman. And he is joining us here today. We're so lucky to have you, Frank. Thanks for joining us to be a part of Real Kindness. And what are you going to be doing tomorrow?
Well, and this is just so nice, the whole program that you have put together up there in the Seattle area, the Real Kindness program, where you're in fact gifting to a different individuals each week $1,000. I mean, that is just fantastic. And especially just think what that is in today's age, with so many people out of work and helping out, that what they need that type of financial assistance. And tomorrow, I get the pleasure of announcing this week's winner, correct?
That's
Looking
right.
forward to that. Yeah.
Well, Frank, ever since we started this, I've thought so much about you. And one of the things that I've heard you say, and when I hear you talk, it's so moving, but you talk about everyone can be a hero.
Yeah, and that's the message of my movie, Wishman. Wait a minute here. Wait a minute. You got to get a little promotion here. Wishman, which is currently available on Netflix for viewing. And
how cool is that?
In fact, we qualified for Academy Award for Best Picture last year, which is amazing. So, but the message of the movie, everyone can be a hero, how to give back to your community. And that's a thing that I was brought up with. You don't have to have necessarily money to give back. Give back your time, just help somebody out. And even if I'm financially, look at what the corporations are doing. Individuals, you, perfect example, you and your group, of just helping somebody out with these cash donations. It's just fantastic.
Well, so I'm asking for more than what you agreed to. You agreed to a few minutes, but if I can have you for a few more minutes, can you tell us the story of where you learned about being a hero?
I'm sorry, about being what?
About being a hero. Who was that it gave you? You know what I'm talking about.
It goes back to youth, my mentors as growing up, but then eventually joining Arizona Highway Patrol. And the whole thing about being a hero was a catalyst when I was introduced as a motorcycle officer with Arizona Highway Patrol. And this goes way back. That's why this gray mustache, back to 1980. And we were introduced to a little boy named Chris, 7 years old, and unfortunately terminal leukemia. And his heroes were then from a TV show called Chips, starring Punch and John. And for those who don't remember that series, and that's a long time ago, it was the Adventures of Two California Highway.
Oh, I had a crush.
Yeah, motorcycle officers. And the kids loved it, especially the demographic was ages 7 up until the 30s, 40s even, so popular. It ran for several years. But anyhow, a U.S. Customs agent named Tom Austin befriended the family of this little boy and learned about, he said, I want to be a highway patrol motorcycle officer when I grow up, which wasn't going to happen, unfortunately, because he only had a few weeks to live. But he contacted Arizona Highway Patrol, can you do anything for this little boy? And we set up a special day for him. I happened to be the motorcycle officer chosen to meet him. He was even picked up at his hospital in our state police helicopter, flown to our headquarters when I stood by. And Chris that day, and this is the abbreviated story, but Chris that day became the first and only honorary motorcycle officer in the history of the Highway Patrol. His wish had become true, complete with his own uniform we had made for him, his own badge, the motorcycle wings, very important. And unfortunately, he passed away a couple of days later. And he was buried in a little town called Kewanee, Illinois. And my commander asked if I would go back with my partner and give him a full police funeral because we had lost a fellow officer, which we did. And Chris was buried in uniform. His grave marker reads, Chris Gracious, Arizona Trooper. But flying home, I just started thinking his little boy had a wish and we made it happen. Why can't we do that for other children? And that's when the idea of the Make-A-Wish Foundation was born. And since then, I was the first president and CEO, but since that time in 1980, we have grown to 45 chapters, international chapters, 62 chapters in the United States. We're on 5 continents. But the biggest thing, Katrina, since then, we have granted over 500,000 wishes to children with these life-threatening illnesses, all because of one little boy that wanted to be a highway patrol motorcycle officer.
Well, that story, and when I watched your movie Wishman, there's so much more to, right? Like you made that choice. You said, why can't we do this for more and everyone can be a hero? But there's a whole lifetime of experience that goes into you coming to that one thought. And so there was not a dry eye in my house when we watched that movie. It was pretty incredible.
Well, it was so fun when we were up in Seattle promoting what we want to do up there. Also, Level Up Home. I don't know if we have time to talk about that. Maybe another time. But
okay, maybe we'll tell our Real Kindness group a little bit about that tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely. And again, the whole thing is giving back to the community. What you've started, what I'm trying to help to do. Like I said, everyone can be a hero. You don't have to have money, a little bit of time. And right now, you see so many people doing that. I was just in town at the grocery store today, and I noticed a person didn't have enough money. They were like $4 or $5 short. The next person in line says, I'll take care of the whole bill. Now, they don't know that person in front of them, but how kind is that?
That's real kindness. And I think one of the blessings that's coming out of this whole crisis is people pulling together and really realizing and paying attention to the more important things.
It is definitely, and it's not just individuals, but look what the corporations are doing. I mean, the guy with whoever My Pillow is on TV, he shut down his plant to make masks to send all over the United States. That type thing.
And for me, that's been something that has changed my perspective, because a lot of times, I don't know, I've had just a little bit of a negative opinion on the big corporations, and what I've seen is just tremendous outpouring of support from them, and in many cases where they're doing things, I'm just so thankful that they're there and they have the resources to give back the way that they do.
Exactly, and I'm on a speaking tour. Well, not right now. And when I speak at corporate events, it's how to advance your brand. Well, they're taking away kind of the thunder because they're doing it on their own, advancing their brand. You're going to remember these corporations in your city, wherever you're part of state, they're helping out. When it's time for you to purchase something, you can think, you know what? Look at what they did to help the community. I'm going to support them.
Right. And then you get all of it just causes us to, we're doing and now participating and putting and, voting these businesses back into business, right? Because we believe and we think and we know that they believe the same things that we do, because they put their money where their mouth is.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, Frank, thank you so much. I really appreciate your time. I look forward to talking to you again tomorrow. And I hope that everyone here gets a chance to watch your movie Wishman, because it will definitely warm your heart and have you realize what's important in your life.
Looking forward to tomorrow, Katrina, and thank you.
Thanks, Frank. Have a good night.
So long.
Bye-bye.